And welcome back, everybody, to another season of the Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. This is Season 3, and we are on the Trec Ultimate server running Private Pack under version 1.6.4 Minecraft, so lots of good stuff in this mod pack. Thank you for joining us today. So as you can see, I've been a little busy trying to get some things set up so we can start recording. I didn't want to show any of the boring, tedious stuff of getting started. So where are we? Well, as you can see, we have our... Oh, who's that? Oh, that's probably Trek. We have our coordinates up, so we're not hiding this season. And we are in a volcano. And the volcano is part of the Project Red, which is the replacement for Red Power. And as you can see, this is basalt. And on the other side, we've got a whole bunch of lava. And so what I've been trying to struggle with how I want to progress with the series. I don't necessarily want to focus on stuff that we've already done in the past. So I'm not going to focus as much on the machine side of things. We haven't ever done much with Thaumcraft, and I haven't ever done much... Well, I certainly haven't done anything with Ars Magica. So what we are going to do in this series is focus not entirely on those, but significantly on the magic aspect of things. And hopefully have some fun in doing that. Also have another little base over here. Not a base. This was like my starter area. Hop over here. Oops. Run away. You know what? I turned my sound off. Let me turn that back on in a sec. So I set up some blueberry bushes. Alright, let me get my sound on here. That should be good. And that should be good. There we go. Cool. So this is my little start area, and we got a bunch of stuff here. We do have a couple of different kits for the different membership ranks, and I got a bunch of this stuff. I'll probably use some of it, not all of it. Just like in the last series, I didn't use the reactors. Probably won't use them this time either. But we do have a high voltage. We have a high voltage windmill. I had no idea we had that. Oh, lucky day. We might have to set that up. So we got a pump and some things. I'm not going to worry too much about the liquid and refining stuff. I think there's some things that we can do through the magic mods, Thaumcraft and Ars Magica, that we don't need to use all of the machines. So I think that'll be kind of cool to do that. Focus on the magic side of things, and only where we need it to have the machines. And where we would need it initially, I think, and even initially, I don't really think we need any machines. But we've got some ores here. We've got some diamonds. We started out with a stack of 64 diamonds that was given to us as part of the hero pack. So that was kind of cool to start off with that. It certainly helped claim some of the space, so we could get started. We've got a bunch of tin, and I think we've got tin from two different, maybe it's copper. No, it's tin. So we got thermal expansion tin and industrial craft 2 tin. I guess we don't have what's it called? Forge lexicon anymore. But we do have the unifier. I think somebody was asking about ore blocks for that, because you can use a scanner or something for UU matter. I haven't even gotten into any of that stuff. I'm not even sure what IC2 does anymore, or Buildcraft, or any of that other stuff. So that'll be a topic of research at some point in the future. Certainly not right now. But I know that since I've got a lot of this stuff, I must have mined it down in the mine. I had to have. So I guess that's the answer. I've got some stuff down there. Well, I don't have some stuff. That's where I got it from. And we got some of these guys here. I don't know if we'll set that up for automation or not. Not sure how much we're going to use of that. So that is what we've got over here. But most of the time I think we're going to spend over at the volcano. And I've got some plans for this volcano. I have got some plans, and it doesn't involve it being a what the heck is that? What? Why aren't you coming up? Why aren't you on my display? Unknown, Hecate. So, we've got a lot of mobs running around here. So we've got the Ars Magica mobs. And we also have Infernal mobs added to the mod pack, which is making things a little interesting early on. We also have not... We didn't enable any of the flying packs, the jet packs. The only one that's available is the one that's fueled by oil, I believe. Is it oil? No, I can't even remember. Jet pack. Oh, we do have an electric jet pack. I thought we had an oil one. I might be thinking of the wrong thing. I think it's available, but I don't think we can craft it. But we've kind of disabled that, I think. And I like the idea of disabling the flying mods, or the flying machines, because it kind of takes away from some of the challenge of things. I mean, to escape, you just fly away, or, it just makes things a little too easy. Like Twilight, for example, makes it really easy to do Twilight. So in the meantime, I think that's still under discussion as to what's going to happen with those. But we do have some other flying abilities. One of them I think is through Thaumcraft, and I think there's another one. There's a flying something or other that we can use. I really don't know. I'm looking forward to this mod pack. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't know about. So we are going to have some fun with it. So, as I say, I've got some plans for this particular volcano. I think we might, and I stress might, pump the lava out, just so we can get some of the lava for power. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm going to keep this here regardless. But what I want to do... So I just recently went on a trip to Disney World, and I got inspired by some of the stuff around there, and I'm kind of want to fit that into the mod pack, or to this, what we're going to do on the server this season in some way, shape, or form. And I think the start is this guy here. I tried in creative to come up with, well, I don't want to spoil it. Just use your imagination. At some point, we'll reveal the grand plan for this. But in the meantime, we're going to set up our magic stuff inside here. And so I've been doing some research. Let's see. Been doing some research, and some of the research that I haven't gotten to yet are these guys here. So let me pull up my Autonomicon. There we go. So when you start out the Autonomicon, I don't want to go through as a tutorial or anything like that. other than to show you what I'm doing, because that's what I want to do. But if you open up Autonomicon, if you've never used Thaumcraft 4 and you used to use Thaumcraft 3, it's a little different. So you can click on these guys and it'll give you information in the basic information tab. We haven't unlocked advanced node tapping, so we can't click on it, but we do have auras and nodes. So it'll give you information on the auras and nodes. And these are the aspects of magic. So you have to learn these. And to learn those, you go out in the world with your thermometer. And you just kind of hover over something and right click it. Now, one thing that's kind of cool, so you can right click on machines and it will learn, it will learn these aspects from those items. It doesn't destroy anything. It just, you get research points for them that you use to learn different parts of Thaumcraft. So I'm going to put a link in the description to a great playlist that I found from a gentleman. I can't remember his name, but it'll be in the description. And he's done like a 40 some odd part series on Thaumcraft 4, and it's really, really good. But one of the things that I've learned through exploring the world as it is right now is if you go into some of the bases, so we're using my town on this server again, and if you have your base open and people are allowed to enter and roam around, even though they aren't allowed to access anything, you can still use this to learn to... You can hear it in the background. So down on the right side here, you'll see a little log of things that either it learned or it can't learn, or you have to do something, you have to learn something to... It'll give you a status, I guess. So when you're in somebody's base, even though you might not have all these machines, like I don't, I found that when you're kind of poking around, you can sneak and right click, and even though you can't access the machine, you can still learn the aspects from it, which is kind of cool, because I don't anticipate having those machines. Most of them I probably will never have, so it's nice to be able to get that research from those machines, even though I don't have them. So through my travels, I've been able to get all of these guys. And these two are so this is Orem, and it's made up of these two guys. So if you need to, so if you're running low, which I am here, I can take some precantatio and air and combine them in the research table to give me extra Orem. So it's kind of cool. So we've gone through and done a lot of this research. I spent a couple of days doing this just to prepare so that we're not starting from absolute nothing and boring the crap out of everybody. So you can get information on knowledge fragments, which we don't have any of. Autonomicon tells you how to create it. This is basic stuff. I was able to get research expertise, which reduces the cost of research. And I'll show you that in a second, because I do need to complete something. I think I have something set up to learn, just so I can show that. But one of the things that I recently grabbed, let's see, we have a focus punch. We haven't learned that yet. We have basic wand craft. So the wands are created a little differently. You have gold wand caps, or you've got wand caps rather. And I need to learn thaumium wand caps, because I think that it improves the way that the wand works. Still not entirely sure exactly what it does, but I will learn what that does soon and share that with you. Greatwood Wand Core is another one that I just picked up, and this allows you to increase the amount of vis that you can store in the wand. and I need that because that will store 50 vis of any particular aspect, and I will need that for the what's it called? Infernal furnace? Yeah, that sounds right. If not, that's what we're going to call it. So the infernal furnace, we need to activate that, and we need 50 vis of the fire aspect in order to do that. None of the other wands that I had were able to do that, so I ran around trying to find some fire aspects. So we do have that, and we're going to try and activate that in this episode. And let's see, what else? Alchemy. So we have thaumium. We're able to do the transmutation of ores. Not really an automation kind of situation or a bulk transmutation of anything, but I'm sure it can be helpful at some point for us. Not much else we can do here. Artifice. So these are the actual tables and things. This I just learned. The goggles are revealing, and I want to get those created in this episode as well. Golemancy, we're not even close to that. Don't even know what this is. Chanting, nowhere near that. And Apomancy, so this, I think this is a Thaumic Bees mod. And we are certainly nowhere close to that because I haven't got any bees started. I'm not even sure if I'm going to get to the bees in this series either. So that's kind of what we're looking at for at least the first few episodes, trying to get some of this stuff sorted away. And I'm going to start with this guy here. So here's the research table, and you need scribing tools, and you need to have ink. I'm gonna need that. So when your ink runs out from your scribing tools, you just put some ink next to it, and it refills it. And you should really, I actually found a clue for something, but I wasn't able to record it because I didn't have any scribing tools on me. I never really paid attention to any of that whenever I've been, messing around with Thaumcraft in the past. But it seems that now it's actually something that I need to pay attention to. So I will try and keep some, since I'm going to be focusing on the magic anyway, I'm going to try and keep some of that on me at all times, and I need to have some paper as well. So I've been farming some paper outside. Put that in there. Got some silverwood saplings or greatwood saplings, because we're going to need those. Okay. So what I want to do is create goggles of revealing. And in order to do that, I think I need to recharge this guy. So I will show you how to do that shortly. Alright, so put the gold guy in there. See if I remember what I'm doing here. So the golems... Okay, so I've already finished the goggles of revealing. This is another research note that I had for it that I'm not going to need. I'm going to need 2 glass. And... no, I'm going to need 1 glass. Okay, so... oops. There we go. Now, presumably, the goggles are revealing is going to show stuff so that I don't have to keep holding up the the thermometer. So I need 4 leather, and I need 2... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. So I need 4 leather, 2 gold, and I need 2 thermometers. So the thermometer is made with the shards, 2 gold, and glass. So it is blue, red, white, green, yellow, black. Blue, red, white, green, yellow, black, glass, and I don't have nearly enough. I knew I had the 2 for some reason. There we go. One and 2. And I've still got some of these left. Okay, so we've got 2 thermometers. Now I need to grab some. So I've set up a home for the other little starter base. And I need 4 leather. Are you kidding me? I thought I had a bunch of this stuff. Nuts. Alright, give me a minute. Give me your... Get up back here. There you go. Thank you. Might as well get some more while I'm here. That... I am off to such a horrible start in this series. Oh my god. Alright, and we need 1 and 2. There we go. Okay, so we have insufficient vis to make the goggles of revealing from the gold-banded Greatwood wand. What are we missing? We are missing Ordo. Okay, so I have run around. Okay, so here's a new thing with this mod pack. So in the mini map, you can see in the top right, it's different. It's not the same one that we were using on the last pack. So in order to access that, I've got it set to M. I think it defaults to M. So if you hit M, it'll bring up the map. I'm not sure I like this, because it gives you a really good idea of where things are. And here's some of the things that you can do with this that I don't like. If you hover over overlay and scroll your mouse button, or scroll your mouse wheel. So this will, I'm not sure what the entities per chunk is. But if you keep scrolling, it now shows you loaded chunks. So if you zoom out, you can see where people are. So the green is where people actually are keeping the chunks loaded, and the blue is where there's a chunk loader in place. So you can see where people are actually living. And that kind of makes it a little cheaty if you're, I don't know, if you're trying to keep hidden, you can't, basically. So I'm not sure I like that. The next one is grid. Okay, so the other one is slime. This one is cheaty, I think, because this tells you where all the slime chunks are. In the past, we have not known what the seed was for the world. But now, so we couldn't plug the seed into to a slime chunk finder. So now it actually gives us all the slime chunks. There's probably limited use to it, but it's still not sure I like it. So, likewise, when you hover over these guys, so this is the nether. Oops. So this is where I've been there. So these are, I think the waypoints actually carry over from map to map. There we go. So this is So I've done a bunch of different waypoints here, and these are places that I've come across. So these are bases that I've identified. This is spawn up here, and I've also gone through. I've died a few times, as you can see. There we go. So I've got some nodes on here, and some of them I've identified what is in them. Ordo, there we go. So I want to go to this guy here, and I think I've set a home for that one. So let me get back out of there. Home. Mortis. Okay, so what time? It's a daytime, good. Mortis. Okay, so these obelisks, little totem things, they actually contain aura nodes. And so the obsidian totem itself has that stuff. But there it is. So the aura node has that stuff in it. So it has Ordo, and what I can do, and if I stand too close to that, it'll spawn a nasty, and I don't want that to happen. Let's see. So when you hold your wand, if you look in the top left, you can see that it's got the different aspects. So I'm running low on several of them, and Ordo is one of them. So if I go up here and I aim at the aura node, it will take Vis out of it slowly. Now you don't want to take all of it, so you want to keep looking to see where it's at. So you don't want any of that to go to 0, because I don't think it replenishes. And if I'm talking out my butt, please let me know. But that is my understanding of how that works. And once you've maxed out in that top left little fingers. Ooh. Alright, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we're down to 1. Good. So how much do I have? I've got 31. I think that should be plenty. So let's go back to our base. So that's basically how you charge up your wands. You can either do that through the aura nodes at the totems, or you can do them at the actual aura nodes themselves. So let's put this bad boy back in here. And we're good to go. There we go. Goggles of revealing. So, if we put these guys on. Okay, so we can see our aura node. We've got one just over there. So let's go back, because I want to replenish. Actually, no, yeah, I want to go back to see if we can replenish. Huh. I thought this would give me a heads-up display or something. Oh, and of course. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nuts. I've got 2 gold wands. One's the Great Wood and one's not. You know what? That one doesn't have the fire aspect. So let me find out where we have another fire aspect. Oh, right next to us. Who knew? So my understanding is that you can't grow these guys. Oh, it does when you have the wand with it. Sweet. Perfect. So now I know when I'm going to take too much out of it. So we're full on the wand, so that's not going to worry anymore. And that will replenish over time as long as we're here. So the goggles is done. happy with that. Alright, so now we want to... Where did all my stuff... Oh. Okay. Alright. So we want to finish building the infernal furnace. And to do that, so here's the pattern, is obsidian, a cross of obsidian on the bottom, and then you're going to have the corners of nether brick, 3 high, and then you're going to have a cross on the top, and you have an empty space in the middle where you're going to put your lava, and you're also going to keep an empty space on top, which is where your items are going to go in. Are you kidding me? I am so not organized. Home. Oh, man. Alright, so we need our bucket for lava, and we need a fence. I could have swore I put a fence over there. Great wood. Come on, man. I really miss my AE system. Alright, so let's... No, we don't need that. We already have that. Obsidian. We don't need 10 obsidian. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 4 nether brick. 4. Alright. Now we're all set. I'm gonna have to go find some more lava. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. And as with anything that you build with Thaumcraft, you're going to want to keep your thermometer on hand just so you can get the research stuff from it. Alright. So we do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dunk. And then I believe all we have to do is use our wand on it. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so the sides here you can put the arcane bellows on, and we're not there yet. And we'll probably, I don't know how we're going to get stuff into the top of this. I think there's a way you can automate it, but I'm not positive. Let's see. I think we can stick some great wood planks in there. And they should come out. Oh, you know what? Got some raw beef. Should pop out the front. There it goes. It's very slow, but I think we can speed that up with the use of the bellows. Oh, I can't learn anything from the arcade furnace. That's too bad. Or the infernal furnace. So we got one more. There we go. Cool. So it works. Awesome. So we're going to, over the next while, we're going to clean up this base a bit, touch it up a little, and as we go along, hopefully you can see the transformation and see what I've got in mind for it. So I did mention that I was a little inspired by Disney. And one of the other mods that's part of this pack is Billund. and I think you saw... No, it was in the other chest over there. It's an order form, and basically you can order Legos. So hopefully we can do a little Legoland or something like that in here, and just have some fun with this series. See what we can do, and see what we can learn. I'm looking forward to it because I've never messed really seriously with the magic stuff, but I am encouraged with my progress up to this point. So hopefully it will continue. So lots to learn for sure. I probably just scratched the surface of Thaumcraft 4, and we still have, Ars Magica and some other stuff to mess with as well. So lots to do, lots of cool stuff. So hopefully you stick around for the series and enjoy it with me. And if you have any suggestions or corrections to things I may be speaking out my butt on, or any ideas on things that I could do, let me know. Love to hear from you. So, I think that will wrap up this episode. So please feel free to leave a comment below. And until next episode, please do take care.